Hi, this is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Less than 6 weeks until the National. Can't wait for it. Actually, that was my last card show I went to was the last National in Chicago. It should be a blast. Today, we're gonna do a random drawing from my last video. All you had to do was say you were in, and you had a chance to win 4 Hall of Fame autos here. And I have my trusty envelope with 80 some odd names. And then after that, I'm going to show you some, go back to my roots, look at some Walter Johnson cards, which would be really cool. Love looking at and showing Walter Johnson pre-war cards. But I got all these names in that envelope. The winner for those 4 cards is going to be Dustin and Blake. Congratulations, Dustin and Blake. I'll send out those cards to you. I believe I have, I'm going to leave my email down below. Email me so I can send out, make sure I have the correct address to send you those 4 cards. Now to my passion pre-war, Walter Johnson. If you're going to collect pre-war, you need to have at least one Walter Johnson card. And I'm going to show you some of mine in my collection. Also some photos of Walter Johnson. So we're going to start with probably the oddest of them all, maybe the rarest of them all that I have. And that's the 1920s Universal toy of Walter Johnson. These were basically, it was a sheet of 6 players. And what you would do, a kid would do, was the object was to cut each player off the sheet. And so obviously this is Walter Johnson. It's a thicker stock paper, blank back. And these were put in a little box. And in the box included toys and puzzles and a sheet of baseball cards. So Walter Johnson, it says 1920s because they're actually not sure the exact year that Universal toy came out with this particular product. Next, this one's pretty common, and that's the T205 Walter Johnson. Beautiful card. As many of you know, I've said before, I prefer the T205 cards over the T206 cards. This is very cool. In the SGC holder, on the back, you're going to see the stats. One of the first years to come out, first products to actually come out with stats on the back of a card. Next is going to be, let's see, a 1913 national game. These were issued in 54 cards. It was supposed to be a tabletop game, issued in the Boston area, sold at or given out at hotels and drug stores. So really cool. Walter Johnson here, 1913. Now this here is a T207. So the American Tobacco Company came out with the T206 cards, and then the T205 cards, and lastly is going to be the T207 cards. And as you can see, they're not quite as good looking as the other issues like the T205s and T206 cards, but still really cool to have a Walter Johnson. On the back here, it's recruit little cigars. I noticed, the dip in the hobby and so forth. When it comes to pre-war, the common cards, you're going to see a dip of the, like say, the T206 and the T205 Walter Johnson cards. It's nowhere near a dip as what the prices were a couple years ago, but there has been a dip. But for the rare stuff, things I kind of look for, the scarcity, where you would only find 1 or 2 of these cards each year, whether it be through eBay or an auction house. the prices are still climbing just because of the scarcity. You know, if you see it, you're going to pretty much buy it and pay whatever it takes if you need that card in your collection. So the common stuff, I do see a dip, but uncommon, scarcity, rare cards, I really don't see any kind of dip when it comes to this stuff. Another card is a 1927 W560. It's actually should be, it says 27 here. It's probably issued in 1929. It was a 64 card set. You would have 4 sheets of 16 cards, and you would cut them out to make a card deck, basically. So Walter Johnson here. And another one is the 1921 W551. Love the strip cards. I need to do a video on all my strip cards. I've collected, I don't know how many I have over the years, but really cool to show you these. I don't know, I just have a passion for this odd stuff. Again, you're going to see a blank back here. So those are some Walter Johnson cards. I also have, I picked up a few photos, really cool photos from one through an auction house called RMY Auction House. They every few months it's pretty much just photos that they're auctioning off, and this one is going to be Walter Johnson in his jacket here. I believe this is 1929 when he was actually the manager of the team. He retired in 27. Or it could be, I read somewhere this is a 24 card, 1924 photo. So I'm not quite sure, 29, 24, but I'm going to get it authenticated by PSA. It is an original negative. This is a very common photo of him. If you, if you Google image Walter Johnson photos, you're going to see this. Getty Images has them. They sell. That's one of the images that they do sell copies of, but this is an original photo. On the back here, you're going to see the stamping of the photo. So Walter Johnson. Another one, it's even cooler. This one here is actually of him batting. And September 8th, 1925, the day before the World Series started, the Washington Senators versus Pittsburgh. Here he is batting. This is a silver gelatin photo. On the caption on the back here, you're going to see basically saying that he is a very good hitter, getting ready for the 1925 World Series. The Washington beat the Giants in 24. They're trying to go back-to-back in 25, but unfortunately for them, they did lose to the Pirates. But this is a Type 1 original photo of the great Walter Johnson batting. Very good hitter, 235 average. Actually, in 25, he hit 433 in 97 games. I actually played a little bit of outfield. Just kind of a really cool photo of him. I do have some other photos I just got in from PSA, so look forward to showing you those. But thanks again for watching, all my videos, this video. It's been a blast in the hobby, and thanks again. This is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Bye.